Hey Axel, I noticed today was your special day, and as as my best friend, of course I had to celebrate it. You know, the most important day of your life, and no breaking Rule 11 at all, because you're very important. And so I decided to write a special song. Ahem, Mr. Saturn, please play the piano. Happy birthday to you. Ooh, what's this? What's this? Oh, it looks like it's story time. Let's tell the story of Axel, my best friend, and his journey where he traveled across dimensions. But here we start our story. I guess Axel misspelled his name because that says Baxel. But I guess Axel doesn't know how to platform or type, so it's fine. But Axel starts his story at a bed of flowers as he travels through the ruins. You know, because he doesn't want to get ruined. And then he stumbled across a flower. And this flower wanted to give him a little advice. So he talked to the flower because the power of friendship. And then the flower explained that Axel had a soul. It's very surprising, but Axel really does have a soul. And he has a heart. Now, Axel was very trustworthy of people at the start of his adventure, but this flower, this lovely little flower, told him the meaning of friendship. And he carried that all the way through his journey. This flower was so nice that he wanted to share his friendliness pellets, but having trust issues, little Axel decided to be hesitant at first. So, he avoided the friendliness pellets. Axel, you know, to make friends, you gotta be nice. And not bully them at first like you do with me, you know? So, he kept avoiding them, as the little chopper he is. And this little flower was getting mad at the little chopper, to the point where he tried to kill him. Yes, that's right. Axel, you gotta learn how to make friends, buddy. You know, being mean to a flower, that's not nice. But luckily, he got saved. Yes, he gets saved by... Let's see. Yandere Goat Mom! Yay! Little tutorial. And then Axel was trapped in her basement for a while. Yes, Axel got trapped in the basement. But luckily, he met two skeletons who got him out of this pickle. Sans, the best skeleton, told him to hide behind a lamp. Apparently, because Axel can fit behind any lamp, that's his superpower. But then, he stumbled upon a little conversation with the Skelly Bros. Skelly Bros! And so he had to eavesdrop because he loved to do that. As he eavesdropped on these two, he wanted to figure out how to get out. Get out of this situation. But Axel loved puns. And he knew that Sans was great at telling puns. A ton of them. You know, a skeleton of puns. Yeah. So, Axel began to think of puns in his mind because he was feeling a bit lonely, being left out by these skeletons. And Papyrus's ego was a bit too much for him, you know. So, he came up with the bright idea to not be his friend at first. Because Axel, in the story, there needs to be a little conflict with the main character, you know? They have to discover and find what is love. I mean, friendship. Friendship. not the what is love. I mean, you could try and find what is love. I mean, who doesn't want to fuck a skeleton named Sans? No. Papyrus was getting a little bit boring, you know? So Sans had to keep entertaining him. And that's when something unexpected happened. Axel decided to go to the Temmie village to sell his soul. But he also wanted to get some extra cash before he did that, so he decided to engage in black market matters with the Temmie. No. He didn't pay for the Temmie's college, though. You know what he did instead? He teased him with the butts pie. Because who doesn't want a butts pie? I mean, it's nice and gooey and thick. Unlike a boobs pie. Who wants a boobs pie? Of course, everybody wants a butts pie. And Temmie, being the gullible person they were, wanted this pie. They would do anything for this pie. And Axel, knowing how to hustle, decided to be mean and raise the price. But the price wasn't good enough for him. Because Axel's very greedy when it comes to RPGs and getting money. So he said no. And the Temmie said, "You will regret this." And cast him aside to a different world where Axel's name was changed to Chris. And he ended up just having a bad dream. A very bad dream to where he woke up in his room. Now Chris is now Axel. Too bad, you don't get to choose in this world. Because your choices don't matter. Toriel, being the mean mother that she was, opened the windows and let out the dreaded sunlight. So Chris went to school. And when he went to school, he decided to hang out with his best friend Susie. And Axel, being the meanie he was, tried to leave her in the dark. Because Susie doesn't want to come out of the closet, of course. Hashtag Susie and Noelle. But the closet was kind of dark, just like Axel was. His heart was dark because he didn't know the true power of friendship. And Susie didn't like that. So Susie wanted to make sure that Chris, aka Axel, knew the true meaning of friendship. Because friendship is what he really needs in this journey right now. Because it will be the best thing that's ever happened to him. The closet closed shut upon Axel and Susie. And they couldn't get out. What a horrible prank. Who would pull a horrible prank like this? And then all of a sudden, Axel and Susie noticed the floor was moving and disintegrating. So they fell. The end. They died. I'm not kidding, they died. I'm kidding. Now when they fell, they met a cloaked figure. And this figure told them that Axel and Susie were heroes and that they needed to work together with the power of friendship because friends are my power cliche. And Susie thought this was total bullshit, of course, because she knew that you didn't need to be a hero to have the power of friendship. The power of friendship can exist with anyone and with anywhere. So she told the hooded figure that she was going to leave. She had her own plans, and she wanted to show Axel the real meaning of the world, the true power within. And so, she wanted Chris to abandon this hooded figure so that they could go home and then play Monopoly. But then, this guy called them hoes. They fought for a bit. But then, the ho-ho-ho guy decided that he wanted to learn the true power of friendship from Susie. Also, the hooded figure turned into a cute fluffy goat who I think is a yandere. But the battle of friendship can now commence because they all wanted to work together. Susie, being hesitant about the hooded figure's intentions, decided to join them. Temporarily, but join them because she wanted everyone to know her version of friendship and not the hooded figures, aka Relsey's. Even though Relsey's a little evil. Kidding. Axel can kill me for that. But then Ho 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 got sad because he thought that Susie wasn't going to be his friend. But Susie reassured him the power of friendship. Because friendship is all we need. Friendship. So they joined the Ass Squad. But then again, Chris, aka Axel, realized that he was dreaming again. But this time, he would awaken with the true power of friendship. So he got freaky in bed for a bit, because he wanted to, and who doesn't want to do that? He knew that he needed to get rid of his soul, his heart, in order to fully embrace the friendship gods and appease those who were against him. So he decided to use his jerking off arm to take out his heart. And as he did this, he realized that all along he had friends. Friends that were by his side, no matter what, that cared about him, that would do anything for him, that would always want to spend time with him and be around him and love him. He realized all of this as he tore out this heart of negativity. Those negative feelings engulfed his heart, which is why he needed to tear it out. He made sure to cut that piece of his life out of him and never go back again. But then, Axel ended up in a very new dimension after this, and became a new person. And with his knowledge, he knew that he needed to make friends. But then his lamp attacked him. His negative lamp. Like, who let this lamp in here? And now Axel's name is Ninten in this universe. I wonder why Axel doesn't like his name. Axel is the best name. But it's not my story, it's his. And he had to change his name so many times until he realized that he was the perfect being. He was amazing as he was. But after fighting this lamp, he decided to gather all of his friends in this universe. Starting with the best one, Lloyd. Lloyd was a very smart person, and he had an explosive personality. And to become friends with him, Axel needed to give him bottle rockets that he got from a very easy and lovable factory dungeon. And they decided that they needed to blow up the school. Because the school contained evil people, bullies. The school deserved to be blown up because it contained negativity. And we need positivity and friendship. That's all we need. Lloyd showing off right there. He goes backwards. And so they started with the science lab. They blew it up. And hid the evidence very well. No one caught them. And so they were on to make their next friends. Their next friend was in a snowy area. But Axel had a crush on her. At least in this universe he did. This girl had telepathic powers and knew about Axel's journey to find true friendship. And she was all aboard for that. So she left everything behind and went with him on his journey. after going miles and miles and miles, they finally reached the final boss in this dimension. Having spent this whole journey together that we didn't even get to see, they finally were going to face the most evil being of all, Gygus. This alien who needed to know true friendship. Axel and his friends were going to use the power of friendship to defeat him. Screw you, Mewtwo! You are going to perish! And once they defeated him, Axel went to the next dimension. And he knew that he had to go through the same journey. But at this time, it was a bit different because he was awoken by a knock at the door. This annoying person who is actually Axel's favorite person. It's Pokey Minch. And yes, say it exactly like that. Pokey, 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 Pokey. And Pokey was very much a broken child. His destiny was to be corrupted by darkness because he never experienced the true meaning of friendship. Axel was his only hope, and Axel wanted to do whatever he could to help him. But he will soon realize that he couldn't do anything at all for him. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Axel decided to help Pokey help find his brother Picky. And also hit on Axel's mom for some reason. So, they went up to the site of the meteor of darkness, the meteor of the extroverts, the bad extroverts. But Axel's dog was a bit of a coward, so he kind of left, because why not? Plot convenience. They ended up finding his brother, Axel, spreading his positivity. He's such a kind soul. He brought them home, and after he did that, he needed to collect his other friends, starting with his girlfriend. Axel sure has a lot of love interests. For some reason, he decided to lock up his girlfriend because she wasn't being nice and kinky sex stuff, but let's ignore that part. Axel freed his girlfriend only if she obeyed him, because that's the true power of friendship or kinky relationships. We're getting off track here. Axel needed to see who else was out there, who else he could recruit to his friendship cult. And that's when Elaine joined the party. Now, as he was traveling, Axel and his girlfriend got into a tricky situation, so their friend decided to go into this thing the metal ball. Metal balls. To try and save them. Because friends come from anywhere, they go to any length to save each other and be there for each other. Like Axel's real life friends. Well, I mean, I worded that wrong. Like me and Tom. Tom and me would do anything for him. I simp for Axel. Simp. Just like this boy right here is doing. He's simping. Axel, you have simps now. This just isn't about the power of friendship anymore. It's the power of simps. But you know the true power of friendship will always shine through past these simps, because they are simple. Simple. Oh look, it's Axel's favorite part, desert. Let's get sidetracked. This is Axel's favorite part. He tells me this all the time. There's gambling, there's monkeys, there's seeds, and there's that one cactus with the smiley face that you have to find. Literally the best part. Now Axel's friend almost, I think he has arrived. I don't know. He's better with directions, so you gotta give him some time. See, let's look at what not to do. Let's take a second to learn how to use directions. See, all he's doing is going in circles. Axel, you could have at least told your friends how to drive, Look at him. This might as well be Grand Theft Auto because he should be running into stuff. Look at Flowey Boy. The graveyard, circles. Oh look, did he finally get it? Or will he go in another circle? Please like and comment below and see the answer. And it looks like he's going to destroy property. Axel, you can't just have your friends keep destroying shit, It's not good for the environment. But alas, this new boy, aka Axel's new friend, came for him, Chuck. How many chucks can a woodchuck chuck for a woodchuck? I don't know the thing. This boy was reckless, but he had what it takes to do whatever they needed to do, because they needed to fight the final boss again. But this time there was a twist, and I'm not going to spoil that twist. And so, their next friend used the power of teleportation to reach Axel. Yes, that's right, teleportation, because that exists now. Look at that creepy old lady in the background, selling drugs to kids. But anyways, nerdo. Gosh, Axel, your friends are really coming out of the sky here to be with you right now. Maybe they want something more than friendship. I don't know. But look at this lovely beach. Anyways, once again, Axel's journey was not caught on camera, but we came to the fetus butthole. I mean the final boss. As robots, because we're very robotic in our ways now. And it turns out Axel had the greatest villain of all. Himself! And then Pokey, his ex-best friend, who fell into corruption and darkness. He thought that Axel wasn't going to be his friend, so he decided to take matters into his own hands and have Axel face himself. Axel, being the shy person that he was, having trust issues, not knowing what friendship was before, he had to face his old self and tell himself that he had changed. He had become a better person. He was amazing the way he was. He had a great voice. He looked amazing. He had an amazing personality. He had it all. But that's when we went to the next reality. With more knocking. Gosh, you've been getting woken up by knocking a lot, huh? To the next reality we go. And again, Axel had the same intentions in mind. To make friends. Even at this point, it's starting to be more like a cult. But Axel, woken up by his brother Klaus, his amazing brother, decided to wake up with his bedhead and just leave. He wanted to leave as fast as possible, but his mother said no. She told his lazy ass to go and change into his clothes. So, without hesitation, he did. And this time, Axel became Lucas. Once Axel got up and got dressed, he decided to go out and play with his brother and the Dragos. He loved his family. Axel cherished his family. His family loved him very much. And he loved to be with his brother more than anything in the world. So he decided to play fight with Dragos. Like that. Look at how cute they are. Oh, they're so cute. You look at that derpy smile on the little one. And here, what? Alec, get out of here. Stop breaking the fourth wall. Stop. Stop. Get out. Get out. This isn't about you, Alec. This is about the Dragos and Axel and his brother, Klaus. And so, Axel was taught how to play with the Dragos. If only we could ride them too. That would be pretty cool. But alas, you can't. But that's when Axel's first unexpected visitor arrived. The most powerful being in the world. A mole cricket. He felt left out. So he decided that he was going to defeat the brothers. And that's when the best battle ever took place. It was a very hard, long, and a vicious battle. But Axel and his brother barely managed to defeat him. After getting some combat practice, though, Axel realized that he needed to help his new friends and an old guy for some reason. So he decided to do that. His friends were caught by the BDSM pigs and this fat ass. I mean facade. Huh? Because his whole demeanor is facade. Him and his BDSM pigs wanted to do some horrible things to Axel's friends, but Axel said no. Axel, doing his best to help his friends, he decided to use the power of the Dragos and friendship to help him defeat the BDSM pigs and facade. Now, let's watch brave little Axel, strong little Axel, the best Axel, defeat the BDSM pigs! Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. Good thing plot convenience isn't here, you know, Duster. That guy. Look at the Drago. Go, go, Drago Rangers! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What pow! What pow! Chomp, 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 chomp. Swish. Roar. Ooh, XD. Cat face. Amazing sound effects brought by yours truly. Look at that. Even he left. His friends, feeling better now, were so happy that this guy was going to get what he deserved. Wah! Da-da-da-da-da-da. After defeating Facade, Axel still needed to get one more friend who I wish he didn't, but he's going to. It's plot convenience. But plot convenience was in debt. So, Axel had to play rock, paper, scissors, or I forgot what they called it, to make sure to help Duster get out of debt. And before this, he saved, because Axel wasn't very good at rock, paper, scissors. And he got rid of all of his money to play stone sheet clippers. He had to defeat all of the band members. He beat the first one with ease. It's almost like you cannot lose, or something. Nah, that's not it. Axel's a natural at rock, paper, scissors. Again, he defeated the second one, and on to the third one. Stone, sheet, clippers. He decided to use scissors. But guess what? It was a fluke. And he won again. Wow, Axel's really good. Look at that. 3 in a row, totally. And now he's got to go up against plot convenience. And he beats plot convenience and on to the last member. Will he help his friend get out of debt? Will destiny play a huge hand in this? Let's find out. Tondagasta, 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 Tondagasta. And we will never know the results, since Axel was teleported to a new reality. Why is Axel always sleeping? Gosh, Axel, wake up. I mean, I kind of like that you sleep more, because it's good for you. You need more sleep. You're the best. Sleep is good. But anyways, you woke up out of bed feeling exhausted because you realized that you had to go on another adventure to find friends again. And so you set out on your journey, but this time you are in space and you notice someone knocking on your door. And now your personality's kind of changed a bit because you didn't want to let this guy in. You knew he was a scam artist, didn't you? Look how beautiful it is in space, and you leave him out there. So rude. Look at you. But the mafia guy was smart. Or really, really dumb. And that's when you were cast out into space, beginning your next adventure. Also, all your treasure was kind of flown out into space. That's kind of sad, you know. I can't believe it. Looks like you're not going anywhere. It's time for your next adventure. Your favorite platforming. Platforming. But during this time, you met a new friend in Mafia Town. And your friend had a plan. But it wasn't friendship. She wanted to kill people and not show mercy. And you didn't really like this at all. Because your whole stick is friendship and being positive and being amazing like you are. And when this mustache girl was just saying things like, Oh my gosh, we have to kill the Mafia town. We'll strangle them, mash them up, put their guts in a jar. You were like, no, bitch, you listen to me. Friendship is the only way to go. And so, you decided to make a deal with the best character, Daddy Snatcher. In doing this, you kind of fucked up. You ended up selling your soul. Again. This time, it was the end of the road. Once and for all, you were done with these alternate realities, different dimensions. You decided to sell your soul so that everyone could live in happiness and in friendship. Because that's the only way to live. That's the only way things were going to get better. That's the only thing you wanted, was for people to be happy. But everyone wants you to be happy too, Axel. We all love you. And the moral of the story is, friendship is amazing. Friendship goes both ways. And all you need to know is that I didn't make a 48th floor joke. You signed this contract on the 48th floor. The end. But there's some extra clips in here because we played a lot of games together, you and me, and Tom, Mika, and the others. And it's been amazing. You've always been a great friend who's been there for others. You'd do anything for them. Even lose in a game of Uno against Barbara and Rayman. But I know you've been there for me through the worst times and the best times, and I've done the same for you. And I thought this video could be a little break and go over games that I've enjoyed playing with you, and games that we played together. And I did leave out Chrono Trigger only because we didn't finish it, and I didn't really know what to do for it. Maybe next year I'll do all Chrono Trigger story. I don't know. I'll probably have a lot more ideas for next year because we're going to be friends for a really long time. Also, this was the worst Uno game ever. Look at these cheating little bots. Right? Oh my god. Just so you know, we did end up winning this game. If you remember it. I don't know what you did to these bots. Maybe you paid them off. I don't know what you did. Look at that. Uno! Baby, we won! And of course, we played... Oh. Ignore my mess-ups in this video, please. We played There Is No Game, and honestly, that was amazing. I love this game with you. I was the puzzle master, and you were the one telling me things that I missed or stuff like that. You know, you're really good at games sometimes. Platforming, and not so much. I think this character would definitely be you know, falling in holes because you don't see them. Because you're very blind sometimes. Very, very blind. And not even once. You'd fall in the same hole multiple times. See? Look at little Axel. Look at little Axel falling in the hole, because he's clumsy. And then, draft box. You know, I had to include a draft box video. Look at little child eater. You know, eating children's not healthy for you, best friend. I think you need a better diet. And guess what? You say you're not smart or anything, but you won this game, you know? Look at you. Axel's a winner, Axel's a winner, Axel's the best, he wins, except he doesn't know prime numbers. Which probably isn't a good idea, Axel. You should probably learn prime numbers. Oh, look at the little child eater. He's so smart. Yay! Child eater wins. Of course. There's more chat box because, again, we could literally play anything and we could make it fun. I do want to say thank you for being there for me the most. Well, you and Tom being there for me the most. I've always had the most fun with you guys, whether it's bickering or playing games or teasing each other. Just, it's been a rough year for all of us. We've all had our ups and downs, but the most important thing is that we've been there for each other and that we love each other. Even if we get on each other's nerves most of the time. Well, Tom gets on our nerves most of the time. Sorry, not sorry, Tom. But I know that we're always going to be friends for many years, and there's going to be more and more inside jokes that will be coming up. Oh, look! Not to interrupt myself, but look, Tom, annoying! I'm bad at my own videos, you know? I've messed up this video a couple of times, but like, it's already 40 minutes, so please, don't make fun of me too much. And again, we see Tom trying to hack with his jetpacks, because when doesn't he do that? And you can see that these videos are all old because our profile pictures. And most of them have my ugly face as profile picture, but I'm allowed to rickroll Evan. Look at that, Tom putting arrows, thinking he's gonna win. But guess what? Axel's gonna win, because he has a coin and he's the best, you know? Look at that. Look, watch Axel win. Watch him win. Watch Axel win. Watch Axel win. Watch Axel win. Yay! Axel wins. Axel wins. Axel wins. Axel's the best. Axel's the best. And of course, I had to put in a game of life because we play the game of life all the time in real life. And I appreciate having you in my game of life. Oh, look at that, Axel cheating, like always. Cheater, cheater. Cheating. I'm pretty sure you won that game fair and square, though. Somehow. And of course, last but not least, well, actually, there's a video after this, I think. I had to include balls. The balls. We haven't played golf in such a long time, but I had to include this moment from me. Look at this, hole in one. Hoo hoo hoo. I got a hole in one on a new map and you didn't. But I'm jealous of your wings, of course. And obviously the last one is Chopper and Chimchar. That video. And again, I love you, Axel. Happy birthday. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna sing a legit birthday song. Like I did with Tom. Except I'm gonna try and do a Slovakian accent. Which won't be good at all. Okay. Ahem. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Awful commitments, but I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other girl. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. I don't know the beat, your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me like you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. 48 floor, pokey, safety 1, safety 4, failing platforms, can't believe, never gonna give, we've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too sad to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Oh, that is so good. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. I hope you have an amazing birthday because this took forever to make. And love you. Happy birthday. Goodbye.